There is a fascinating phenomenon that characterizes individual variability in creative production, and it's known as the Pareto distribution, often referred to as the 80-20 rule. This distribution pattern seems to manifest in various aspects of life, reflecting a skewed distribution where a small percentage of entities contribute to the majority of the outcomes. Take, for example, the size of cities, the height of plants in the jungle, or the mass of stars in the galaxy. In each case, a small number of entities dominate the overall distribution. The same principle applies to more relatable scenarios like the number of goals scored in sports, the distribution of money, and even productivity in industrial settings. This distribution, characterized by a minority holding the majority, is known as Price's law or the square root law. Now, why does this happen? Success, it turns out, doesn't follow a linear path. It's not a steady climb from failure to success, rather, it often involves zero acceleration followed by rapid acceleration once a certain threshold is crossed. This non-linear trajectory is influenced by feedback loops. Success begets more opportunities, attracting more people, opening doors, and creating a positive cycle. Conversely, failure tends to attract more failure, creating a negative feedback loop. This concept aligns with Price's law, named after Derek J. de Solla Price, who studied scientific productivity in the 1960s. His findings revealed that a tiny proportion of scientists within a domain produced a significant portion of the output. This is analogous to the square root law, where the square root of the number of people in a domain produces half the output. But why does this matter, especially for individuals seeking success and fulfillment in their lives? Well, the key lies in understanding that achieving excellence in any domain requires a confluence of factors. It's not just about being smart or lucky, it's about being smart, lucky, healthy, energetic, conscientious, and having the right social network, all at the same time. Each of these factors represents a small probability, and their simultaneous occurrence compounds to create an extraordinarily tiny probability. In simpler terms, success demands a unique combination of qualities, and those who possess them end up on the extreme end of the productivity distribution. Price's law, or the square root law, dictates that a small number of people end up producing almost all of the output, whether it's in scientific research, creative endeavors, or financial success. Now, let's apply this principle to the real world. Think about your job and its complexity. If it's a simple, repetitive task with few variables, factors like general cognitive ability may not be strong predictors of performance. However, in jobs that involve constant adaptation, problem-solving, and creativity, higher cognitive ability becomes a more potent predictor. Consider the distribution of wealth globally. The wealthiest 1% controls a significant portion, with the top 0.1% holding an even more disproportionate share. This distribution, while raising concerns about inequality, is not unique to wealth. It's a natural law governing creative production across diverse domains. Now, why is this relevant to you, the listener? It's because understanding the Pareto distribution can be a powerful motivator. In your pursuit of success and a more fulfilling life, recognizing that a small, specific set of actions and qualities can have a disproportionate impact is empowering. Imagine playing Monopoly, a game many of us are familiar with. Invariably, one player ends up with all the money. This isn't a flaw in the game, it's a reflection of the inherent dynamics of creative production. The Matthew principle comes into play: to those who have, more will be given. From those who have nothing, everything will be taken. This principle extends beyond board games, it permeates life's endeavors. Whether you're aiming for financial success, career advancement, or personal growth, the Pareto distribution underscores the importance of strategic actions and a combination of qualities. Smarter decisions, resilience, adaptability, all contribute to navigating the complex landscape of success. Consider this: if you're feeling stuck in a mediocre job or unsatisfied with your current circumstances, understanding the Pareto distribution offers a fresh perspective. It implies that you don't need a radical shift in your abilities; a slight improvement can lead to substantial gains. The vast variability in performance means that even a small positive change can set you apart. Now, let's talk about the dangers of misinterpreting this principle. While it's tempting to blame systems for the concentration of resources among a minority, the reality is far more complex. Shuffling resources from the successful to the struggling majority isn't a straightforward solution. Attempts to do so often face challenges, and resources tend to flow back up. As you reflect on your own aspirations and desire for a more fulfilling life, consider the implications of the Pareto distribution. It's not about playing a blame game or dwelling on inequality. It's about recognizing the inherent challenges in redistributing success. Instead, focus on what you can control: your efforts, your skills, and your resilience. In the 1920s, after the Russian Revolution, collectivization efforts targeted successful farmers, known as kulaks. These productive individuals, who had managed to thrive in challenging circumstances, were labeled as socially unfriendly elements. The result? Tragedy unfolded, with millions suffering the consequences of misguided policies. This historical example serves as a cautionary tale. When envy and resentment lead to the targeting of the successful, the outcome is often disastrous. The Pareto distribution isn't just an economic principle, it's a fundamental aspect of creative production. In your pursuit of success, recognize that a small, consistent effort can lead to significant outcomes. As you listen to this, ask yourself, what do you want in life now? Are you satisfied with the status quo, or do you aspire to something more? The Pareto distribution suggests that even incremental improvements can make a substantial difference. It's not about comparing yourself to others, but about understanding the unique combination of factors that can propel you toward success. In conclusion, the Pareto distribution isn't a barrier, it's a roadmap. Embrace the complexities of creative production, and let it motivate you to take strategic actions towards your goals. Success isn't reserved for a select few, it's attainable through a combination of effort, resilience, and the right mindset. As you navigate your journey, remember the power of small, consistent steps. They can lead to extraordinary outcomes in your quest for a more fulfilling and successful life.
Before you go, help us by smashing that YouTube like button. And subscribe to this channel, so you won't miss any of our videos. This shows YouTube algorithm that you value our information. And it helps us spread the message. Sharing is caring.